The Civic is getting some serious love today. What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, the Civic is getting a suspension overhaul in a way. We are installing a bunch of this TRUHART suspension components because we are going to be running a wheel that's a little bit too aggressive for the setup we have right now. So the first thing we're going to be installing today are these TRUHART upper, I guess they're A-arms. So this will give us some camber control up top so we can, put those wheels in just a little bit to get that aggressive fitment we want for these new wheels. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous for this install because I have no clue how these things actually go in or work. So these are gonna be somewhat of a challenge, I think, but we'll figure it out like we always do. First thing we'll do is we'll take these wheels off and then we'll kind of look at what's holding these arms all together, and that way we can figure out a game plan of how to actually take them off. The bolt that actually holds the arm to the other arm is a 17, and this car has been plagued with rust and everything over the years, and honestly that bolt was so loose I did a little tap and it came right off, which is very interesting. Your top mount bolts are going to be 14, and you got 2 of them on each side of the tower. One here, and this one we're going to have to remove the battery to actually get to. Now, using a ball joint removal tool is kind of weird about this because if you put it like this, you don't have much room to adjust. You can also use a sledgehammer to get that ball joint out. But honestly, it came out with like 0 issues. You can see this thing is absolutely destroyed, and there's also no adjustability to this thing, is why we're replacing it to fit a more aggressive wheel. Now, putting these back in was a little bit weird. All I did was got a small flathead screwdriver to line up the holes. I put the bottom one in first, and everything kind of moved into place really easily and simply. So honestly, this is a pretty easy install, and I'm pretty pleased with that. Now, I just put the car down to do a little bit of a before and after. So before I show you, you guys have to remember the wheels on the driver's side are both different wheels. One's from the Fit, so it's a little bit wider and bigger, so it might be hard to see in comparison, but I'll show you before and after right now. Now, I'm definitely just gonna go full hot boy stance and do full camber on these arms and max them out because why not? So I'm not gonna get super technical with how much degrees I'm going with. I'm going with what seems right. So by using an angle finder app on my phone, we were running about -1.5 in the front, and now it's at -3.5. So we did add 2 whole degrees of negative camber, which I think is pretty good for the new wheel. The front fitment wasn't too bad, but this should definitely help with my turning radius. So I think we're pretty solid up front. The backs is another question, but I'm gonna slap in the other side and we'll finish this up real quick. At this point, the entire front is done, and honestly, it wasn't too bad. I give it like a 2 out of 10. It's a little annoying getting to some of the bolts, but it wasn't hard to do. And I'm gonna show you the fit wheel side because you can definitely see the difference now. I'll put the before and afters again. Now again, with these wheels, it looks a little bit weird because these aren't the wheels I'll be running. The wheels I'll be running are over there, and I probably should lift the car up and slap one on and see how it looks, but we'll do that another time. But I think, these are fully adjustable and they're not hard to get to. All I gotta do is take the tire off, adjust it, I can slide everything around. So once I get the new wheels, then I can really dial it in. Now the back actually looks pretty self-explanatory. It's just 3 14mm bolts. So just gonna take those out, measure them out, put the new ones in, and easy as that. We're gonna be using the TRUHART, and they're gonna match fronts. They come in like a kit. You can get them on Amazon, and I will put that in the link below. They look nice, they're fully adjustable, so we're gonna adjust them to get some more negative camber out the back, and then just slap these guys in. Now, I adjusted this back about 16 times because I kept messing up, and it's important, when you take this arm out, there's two different kinds of holes. One's like an oval, and one's an actual circle, so pay attention because the TRUHART ones do also have that. So I changed it around 3 or 4 times, and then I adjusted it. So right now we're on max camber. So in the sky, it's about -4.5. Again, I'm using a phone, I'm not using an actual measure, so I don't really know how accurate that is. So when I put it down, it'll probably be around -5, which I think will be pretty good. Again, these are fully adjustable, so if I need to adjust the camber, it won't be an issue. I just gotta take one bolt off, unscrew it a little bit, and keep working at it. In normal TTR garage fashion, this bolt decided it didn't want to come out and it started stripping. So I am now fighting getting this bolt out, which isn't fun, but you know, we'll hopefully figure this out. Right now I'm soaking it in some WD-40 and seeing if that does anything. If not, well, we're going to do some drilling and getting new bolts. So after some minor persuading, we finally got that bolt off. My cutting into bits and extracting bolts didn't work, and I had to cut the whole thing off, but we got it to work. So at this point, all the suspension is done, and I did throw one of my new wheels on there just to take a look. So you guys will be the first ones to see it with me while we lower it, and I think this camber might be perfect for when it hits. So we're gonna lower down the car, because right now it's pretty good looking. Obviously, there's gonna be more camber once it lowers down, because right now it doesn't look like it's gonna fit. So we're gonna lower down some wood and see how she looks. It's gonna be close. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, honestly, once there's a tire on it. It's actually a lot more camber than I thought it was gonna be too. I'm not mad about it. I think it looks pretty good. I think if it doesn't work, I will have to raise the car a little bit, which I really don't wanna do. But at the same time, it's not the end of the world. But I'm gonna show you guys how this tire or this wheel looks on there. I'll give a little wraparound view. This looks freaking sick, I think. Again, guys, I'm gonna link everything that I have here that I installed today in my bio, and let me know what you guys think. Is this too stancy for you guys? Is this too much camber? I don't think it's too much personally, but I wanna hear what you guys think. This car is coming together. Once these wheels are like on there, the outside of the car is like 95% of the way done, and to me that just is mind-blowing knowing where this car came from. Like, I'm gonna have a big nostalgic video coming out once I actually have these tires wrapped and put on about where this car was when I started and where it's at now. I think this is crazy. It looks so good, I think. But I think I'm gonna leave you guys off here because I really don't have anything else to do today. So if you guys could please do me a few things. Comment, like, subscribe, keep doing that fun stuff. Keep doing you guys and stay motivated. Peace out and peace.